What's going? It's your boy Glo. Long time no see. So look, here's the truth about barber school. I'm gonna break this down for y'all. Very simple, very raw, very uncut, very nonchalant. I'm gonna tell you what it is, tell you how I go, expose this game. We just gonna get to it. Nah, I'm just playing. But look, I got a few opinions, a few thoughts on barber school, and I'm gonna just chop it up with y'all, let y'all know. And I would like to hear some feedback for anybody that's attending barber school, know somebody in barber school, thinking about signing up for barber school, or just any opinion matters. So first, I would say barber school is, and when I speak on this, I'm mainly coming from the school that I go to, which is Gene Percy here in Houston, Texas. Barber school overall for me has been one of the best things that I ever could have done. The reason I say that is I've met lots of people, backgrounds, different races, different so with these different people, you hear so many different stories. You hear so bad things, you hear so many good things. Once they sit in your chair, you become a therapist at that point. And I'm learning this, and I haven't even made it to the real shop yet. So imagine once I get out of school. I've always been a good listener. Like, it's easy for somebody to just basically tell me everything, all their business. But yeah, barber school by itself, like the people that I met, the classmates that I have, I build bonds with people that I never thought I would. You see so much talent. Everybody at my school has a talent, has a gift, whether it has something to do with barbering or it doesn't. And I have so many young people that just drive me, because no hate or no competition, but it's like inside I have like a competitive nature. I feel like younger people that's still in high school, middle school, whoever, I feel like they have an advantage over me because they started earlier than me. Even though I did start cutting hair at, I believe I was 11 or 12. But I stopped, and that's a different story. We'll have story time one day. I'll tell y'all about that. And the school by itself, not just cutting hair when it comes to barber school. Just like anything else you get into. People might think you're going to sign up for school, you're going to have all day to just sit up and cut hair, which is not true. The most important thing about barber school is completing the hours. Making it to the end so you can go take your state board test. There's 2 tests at state board that you have to take. Written exam test, and there is a practical hands-on test. You coming to barber school, cutting hair all day is not going to help you pass the written exam test. And you studying the book all day, it's not going to help you pass the practical test. So it's a great balance of both. And the school that I go to has a very balanced way of doing business, as in doing a handful of both. My teacher, my instructor, Mr. Ross, he's always going to tell you it's your dime, your time. Be an adult and just put what's important first. And me personally, and I know a lot of y'all can agree with me, I'm not a book person, a classroom type of, I never was that type of guy. So, and then the books can be kind of disturbing, kind of aggravating, like the experiences too. Like we've took field trip, and yes, there are field trips in school to barber and hair competition shows. We've had people come in and talk to us about like stuff you can't get anywhere else. But I feel like it's giving you the basics, because there's so much more that you're gonna have to learn after school. Me personally, I love barber school. It gets stressful because if you're not used to a routine, you're not used to waking up early or going to clock in at a job, you're not used to sacrificing all your time and just being in one spot and doing this for free, by the way, because you don't get paid for the haircuts. They can tip you, but You don't get paid for the haircut. So you have to make sacrifices. You have to spend money. You have to spend a lot of money. Not only do you have to pay for the tuition, deposit whatever school you want to go to, you also have to buy your clippers and your supplies. And man, it's just it can be a bit of a headache, but only strong survive. So thinking about coming to a barber school in Houston, Texas, this is probably the best way to go. No, it's not the best way to go. It's the only way to go. When y'all see my cuts, I want y'all to know I got taught all. I was the same way coming in as a lot of people that's watching this, like thinking they're not gonna get any cuts, they're not gonna get any practice, they never cut before, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna take a long time. I'm telling you now, if you stay dedicated, you just stay down, like put in the work every day, like you should have no problem. I go to school every day from about 8:30 to about 5 on a good day. Some days he has night classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I might stay a little bit over, getting about 8 to 10 hours of like a day. So if you can just rack up those hours, getting over 100 a month, man, you can be done in a couple of months. It's not a school where it's gonna take you years or a couple of years, unless you're coming part-time. Already in school, you already have a job, and you only can do this part-time, it's gonna take a little longer. Me personally, I'm very impatient. I have goals and things that I'm trying to do this year. So I started back in August. I already knew of time. I was thinking in the future. So I started in August, and I told myself if I start now, I can finish by way before the summertime. So that's what I'm going to do. So I go every day. I put in the work. I mean, I'm seeing the results already just off of YouTube alone, off of my cuts. I told myself when I signed up for this, I already knew it was going to change my life. And so far, it hasn't let me down. So barber school, it's all about hours. You have 1,000 hours to complete here in Texas. Some schools, they allow you to come in anytime you want, which is my school. Like my teacher says, it's your dime, your time. Some schools, financial aid, are mandatory on when you have to come to school, how long you have to stay, all that. That's a whole different beast. But I'm at a cash-only school. That's how that works. So if you want to finish in a year, you better put in the time to make sure you finish in a year. Sorry, it's raining too, by the way, y'all. Yeah, but you learn so many different things that you're going to use or that you could use every day. You learn how to do facials, manicures, learn the proper way on how to shave. Like, you learn, there's so many different avenues that you can take in making money. Like, it's not just standing behind the chair and cutting. And a lot of people are scared that they're going to mess up. And I'm here to tell you, I was one of those people. I was kind of nervous. I still do get nervous. I'm not even going to lie. But you have an instructor. You have a waiver, first of all, that the clients have to sign when they first walk into the school to get a haircut. Waiver clears you from anything that they try to use against you. And you have an instructor that's going to help you all the time, hands-on, not going to let you mess up. And if you mess up, they can fix it. So yeah, man, that's pretty much what I have on my mind and my heart today about barber school. I might have a part 2 if you guys have any more questions, or I just feel like I need to do a part 2. But yeah, that's a little bit about barber school. Those are my opinions, like I said, and yeah, man, it's Glo.